Welcome to Local Point, your life, your stories, with your host, David Gale.
Hello and welcome to Local Point. I'm your host, David Gale, for today. Joining me in the VTV6 studio is UBOC, or the Uintah Basin Orchestra and Chorus, who are here to discuss upcoming auditions they're hosting. Actually, I should say it's not UBOC in its entirety. It's Debbie Spafford, who is the president of UBOC, and Bob Peterson, who just recently became involved with UBOC in an important role. What is your role again?
I'm the newest member of the marketing committee.
What does that mean?
I'm finding out what that means. Obviously to promote what UBOC is to the community and the upcoming shows.
Very good. Okay, well, you've got a good position in the community to be able to help out with that. Debbie, it's exciting. I love to talk about UBOC. You guys are here quite often. You have shows that happen a couple of times during the year, but maybe we should start off by letting the audience know what UBOC is, how you were organized, in case this is the first time they've heard of you.
Uintah Basin Orchestra and Chorus, we were organized 3 years ago. Our goal was to provide beautiful music to the basin. And it has been an awesome thing. We have really blossomed much quicker than I ever thought we would. Our concerts have been very successful, sold out concerts. We've had the opportunity to have some great guest conductors, including Mac Wilberg from the Tabernacle Choir. Yeah. It's been great, and we're excited about our upcoming concerts this year, our new season.
Yeah, and besides your guest directors and conductors, it's all homegrown. I mean, yes. Everybody that's in the chorus or the orchestra is somebody who's from the Valley, correct?
That is correct. Or we do have some people. We have one from Rangeley, we have one from Price.
Oh, wow.
But, the majority of people are from Vernal and Roosevelt.
And your concerts, you have at least 2 a year. Is that how it's still going?
Yeah, we'll have 2 this year. We'll have one in December and one in April.
Okay. And so in order for people to get involved with this, you hold auditions.
Once a year now.
Oh, only once a year? And that's coming up pretty soon?
It is.
Oh, well, tell me about it.
So you can actually do the choir anytime you want to. From now until September 24th, the auditions are open for the choir.
Okay.
And it's all going to be done by singing onto your phone or whatever you have, your iPad, and uploading it to a site that we have provided for them on our website. Oh. And so instructions are all on the website, but basically you'll be singing a song, 2 minutes of any song you want to, accompanied or unaccompanied.
Okay.
And then I think it's the first verse of America the Beautiful a cappella.
Okay.
And then our musical directors who reside in Logan, Dr. and James Bankhead and his wife Lynn, and they will be looking at those and choosing who will get to be in the chorus and who won't.
Okay.
If you're doing the orchestra, again you will sign up online, but those will be live on September 23rd from 6 to 9 in the evening. That's a Friday.
Okay.
And September 24th, that's a Saturday from 9 to noon. And we'll set up a specific time for you, and we'll be actually doing those kind of on a FaceTime type thing.
Okay.
We'll be live here, and they'll be watching in Logan, again, doing exactly the same thing, choosing those people who can.
And all of these instructions are found on the website. And what is that website?
UBOC.org.
UBOC.org. It's a great domain, nice and short. It's easy to
Nice
remember.
and short.
Quite a story to that, isn't there, Debbie, about getting that domain?
Yes.
Bob is prompting you to tell the story. I need to hear it now.
Yeah. Well, what happened was that somebody else had UBOC.com.
Okay.
They were in California.
All right.
And we really wanted the .org, but of course, as always, most people try to gather all the same
.net,
whatevers.
.com,
yeah. And so our previous president and president of USU actually called them on the phone and said, hey, if you will give us this domain, I will send you a big basket full of little sweet peas chocolates. And they agreed.
They probably didn't even know what little sweet peas chocolates were, but they agreed to it.
Yeah, and we sent them a big basket of little sweet peas chocolates.
And that's a pretty good deal because little sweet peas chocolates are fantastic.
Yep. Yep. Free advertising.
That's great.
Yeah, and so we got the UBOC.org.
Wonderful. Well, we've got to take a break. That's a great story. You're going to hear more about UBOC as well as a great director they're going to have this year for their Christmas concert. So stay with us. We'll be right back after this break.
On this episode of Wild Air, we head to the Buckskin Hills Complex to check out the Tactical Team Long Range Shoot. Then we join Tom Elder on a quick and easy hike at the Aspen Nature Trail. And finally, we take you to the Western Park Arena for the Outlaw ATV Rodeo. All of this on the latest episode of Wild Air, only on VTV6.
Hello and welcome back to Local Point. We're here talking about the Uintah Basin Orchestra and Chorus. They're going to be having auditions coming up. Only happens once a year, and they're going to be having it here towards the end of September. You can go online to UBOC.org to find out the information, whether you're going to be in the chorus or you're going to be in the orchestra. Is it possible to do both? No, I mean, I'm thinking maybe like if you play the violin. Okay, that's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
No, actually, it's not ridiculous. We have had some people do both.
Really?
Because the instrument they're playing is only used in maybe one or two of the orchestra pieces, and so then they sneak into the choir and sing for the rest of it. So yes, we have had that happen.
Thank you for making me not look so dumb. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm wondering, because it's an audition only, about how many members are there in the chorus, and do you have a high turnover rate?
We don't have a high turnover rate, but we do have some. We've had probably more leave in the last year than we've ever had before because a lot of people moved away.
The downturn in the economy.
The downturn in the economy caused that. But for most people, once they're in, they don't want to go out. They love it. And so, they stick around. I'm not sure how many we have on the roll right now. We had upwards of 120 people in the choir and 60 in the orchestra. But of course, they don't all sing in or play in every concert.
Right.
You get to choose. So.
Okay. So about how much time does this commitment require?
Well, it's all really up to you. I mean, there are 4 rehearsals that are mandatory, and those rehearsals are at least 3 hours apiece. And the rest of the time is up to you to practice on your own.
Okay.
There are weekly choir rehearsals that you can go to if you want to, but if you have a busy life, like some of us do, you can also just go online where we'll have all the parts recorded, and you can just sing along with the parts and learn at your convenience in your home, in your car, wherever you want to. It's right there for you. So whatever you want to put into it.
Right, and based off of the reaction that you guys have had from your audiences, it sure seems like everybody's put a lot of time into it. I mean, they're incredible performances. Maybe Bob, being not a member, but having been to a concert, you could share your feelings about seeing.
I think everybody in our communities knows somebody who's participating in UBOC, and they're really our best marketing representatives because their families come out, but they talk to people about how enjoyable the experience is. Yeah. I came as a result to the first performance by actually Ben Clough invited me to come with he and his wife, and not being very musically inclined, I left just loving the performance. And the rest of my family are into music, but I'm sold. Yeah. And so it's just a refreshing experience, and to see so many willing participants from the community want to participate willingly, loving it, that kind of sells the show too.
Yeah, and the caliber of talent that comes from our community, it's incredible. It's not
shocking.
Yeah, whoa, this is from here. It's really amazing, and a lot of that, of course, has to do with the talent that you bring in to direct as well.
That's true.
Those conductors are, they are top of
caliber
of the world. In fact, for the upcoming Christmas concert, can you tell me a little bit about who you have coming in?
We have Maestro Anthony Maiello, who is the director of the American Festival Chorus in Washington, D.C. And he and Mike Bankhead, that's our artistic director from Logan, are good friends.
Oh, wow.
And Maestro Maiello, he loves grassroots music. He loves doing this kind of thing in small towns. He thinks it's amazing. And he really wants to be a part of this and help us to grow. And so we have this amazing opportunity to have someone of his caliber come here and direct a performance in Vernal, Utah. I mean, wow.
That speaks so well of Dr. Bankhead's reputation with him, because he referred him as an influence. So
yeah,
it's cool.
And he's given you a rough draft, a little bit of what maybe we can expect here for Christmas?
Yes, he's given us the first draft of his music, and it's pretty cool.
I bring that up because we had talked about it before we started the show here, and you had mentioned Home Alone, which is kind of become a traditional Christmas type movie because it's set during that time, and you're going to have some of that music that the orchestra is going to perform.
And sing. There'll be some singing. Whether you realize it or not, there are actually words to some of that Home Alone music.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And so the orchestra will be playing, the choir will be singing some of the Home Alone music.
That's
just one of the small pieces. There's a lot to enjoy, including the story of the littlest angel.
Nice. Well, there's so much more we could talk about. Unfortunately, we're out of time. Thank you so much for coming, both of you. And of course, thank you for watching. Go to uboc.org. Hey, become a singer or an orchestra member. Show your talent. Thank you for watching Local Point. Stay tuned for this week's community calendar.
On this episode of Wild Air, we head to the Buckskin Hills Complex to check out the Tactical Team Long Range Shoot. Then we join Tom Elder on a quick and easy hike at the Aspen Nature Trail. And finally, we take you to the Western Park Arena for the Outlaw ATV Rodeo. All of this on the latest episode of Wild Air, only on VTV6.
Hey friends, welcome to this week's community calendar presented by your local Vernal Area Chamber of Commerce. Building commerce one member at a time. That's your free jingle this week. Go to vernalchamber.com to get more information about upcoming events. Hey, Strata Networks, they hosted their first ever video gaming tournament at the Uintah Conference Center. VTV crew was there, check it out.
I came here for the competition because I thought it'd be fun, even though I'm not very good at it.
Gaming has long been a driver of technology. It's becoming a huge business with tournaments all over the world.
Came here to watch my friend and watch everybody just have fun playing video games.
Strata wants to keep pace with the developing technology and show that we are providing the products and services that consumers want.
It's set up real good. They got monitors, plenty of PlayStations, plenty of stages. It's really good.
I was just thinking, don't shoot my teammates, which I did on accident, and try not to die.
The grand prize is $1,000 for the winning team, $500 for second place, and $200 for third place. And we're giving away PlayStation 4s and VR headsets.
Oh, he's in the middle. Oh. The fact that they got a whole bunch of things for like kids and stuff to do while they're waiting around, kind of make it a family thing. It's pretty neat what they've done.
We have had 30 teams, over 100 players sign up. We've seen ages from 8 years old up into the 40s as far as registered players.
All the things around here and the music and stuff, I've been having just so much fun, just playing games with my friends and my cousins. I just love it.
Some of the biggest tournaments are offering between $10 and $20 million prize pools. Lots of interest, especially in other countries, but it's spreading to the U.S. pretty big.
deal, 50% check.
Hey, that's pretty cool. Good job, Strata. I understand that it may be happening again sometime in the near future, so keep watching Community Calendar to find out more information about that. For now, though, let's look at this weekend schedule. We're getting towards the end of summer. It means we're getting kind of slim pickings about stuff that's going on outside. But we're going to start now with Friday, August 26th, VTV6 football coverage. Man, I love football. We got 3 games for you. Lyman at Altamont at 5 p.m., and then at 7 p.m., Summit Academy at Union, and North Summit at Duchesne. The cool thing about this is we got enough people here. We sent them to all 3 games. You can watch all of them live at VTVchannel6.com. If you had 2 computers up, you could watch the 2 different games at 7 o'clock at the same time. Amazing technology. Also on Friday, charity golf tournament hosted by Central Utah Association of Realtors. The benefits for this go to the wellness wagon, so it's a good cause. You also get lunch included in it. Starts at 9 a.m. at the Roosevelt Golf Course. Maybe one of your last chances to get a couple in on the golf course before the snow falls. Saturday, August 27th now, Ashley Valley Farmers Market. Man, I love this thing. 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. outside the Uintah County Library here in Vernal. You got fresh produce, lots of other vendors. It's just such a good time, and they're not going to be here for very much longer. Take advantage of it. Now, let's take a quick look at next week, August 29th through the 4th. We've got a couple of multi-day events, one really big one between Wednesday and Thursday, and then a couple out in Daggett County, and then out in Colorado as well on Saturday and Sunday. So starting on Tuesday, August 30th, we got youth and teen volleyball starting. This is for the Uintah Rec Center. Boys and girls. It happens Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. $40 fee. Just contact the Uintah Rec Center for more information. Get them kids still moving as it starts to get a little colder. Also on Tuesday, well, we can't forget the Vernal Chamber Luncheon at Golden Corral at noon. Go have lunch. Wednesday, August 31st now, is the Uintah Basin Energy Summit. This is a really big deal. They're going to be talking about trends and opportunities in the oil and gas industry. You've got a lot of speakers coming in, some important people, both in government and business. Governor Herbert is going to be there. Representative Bob Bishop will be there. This happens from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Uintah Conference Center. You're going to want to contact Sylvia Wilkins at Uintah County Travel and Tourism for more information. It happens both days, both on Wednesday and Thursday. It's a really big deal. I think that they sometimes have like goodie bags and stuff that they give you if you register. Go check it out. Friday, September 2nd, we continue VTV6 football coverage. Oh, it's the Basin Bowl. Union and Uintah. Who you rooting for? Oh, you got to come to this game because there may be a little kind of surprise happening from VTV and Strata that I don't really want to tell you about. Either way, either watch it on VTVchannel6.com or go see the game. It's going to be great. Hey, we got to go back in the prompter a little bit. The other way. There was another game. What's the other game? The other game is Diamond Ranch at Duchesne and Parowan at Altamont. I got it. I used my brain. It was sitting right over here. Kickoff starts at 7 p.m. Saturday through Monday, we got Septemberfest in Rangeley, Colorado. I've never been to this. I don't know anything about it, but I'm told there's a bike rally, there's a mud tug-of-war, cook-off, craft fair, car show, happening both days. Saturday, September 3rd through the 7th now. So you start at the weekend, you go all the way through next week, and is Daggett Days happening in Manila. Lots and lots of stuff going on here. A parade, probably the last parade anywhere around here for the season. A royalty contest, games, foods, crafts, lots of stuff. Man, let's see how the weather's going to be for it. Let's take a look at our weekend weather first, though. Check it out. We've got, you may have noticed it's been a little cooler this week. You may have come out in the morning to get in your car and felt that crisp air. Well, that's going to start to warm up again. Friday, we do have a chance, just a very, very slight chance of showers, but then it warms up through the weekend. You can see we have highs in the mid 70s to low 80s, and our lows are in the high 40s to low 50s. As soon as we get into next week, though, I have to see it. There it is. Okay, let me right over here. Monday. You see it. It stays up in the high 80s, right? But then it starts dropping down again as we get into that weekend. You've got a chance of showers happening mainly on Thursday. It's about a 40% chance thunderstorms. But here in the valley, we get those thunderstorms almost every night now. Maybe a little bit more so on that Thursday. But then we start that cooling trend back off again as we get into September. Starting to move towards that fall season. Even though it's still warm enough to go outside and have a good time, get some use on the weekend of the lakes and the outdoors here in the beautiful basin. Hey, that's all we have time for this week's community calendar. Now, if you have an event, something that's coming up, let us know. We want to put it on here. We want to tell people all about it. I'm not sure who you call. Look in the phone book.